Here we go. This is the Fantasy DP World Tour podcast. My name is Dan.
My name's Jay. Welcome back. After a bit of a break, nice to be back playing this game.
Yeah. We're feeling refreshed, ready to go for the Asian swing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good event. A few notable live members after playing in Singapore last week, as we alluded to on the... Keep saying alluded to because you do.
Yeah. I noticed that last week. I noticed like watching it back, we say allude all the time.
Alluded to.
As I made reference to.
Yeah. Thesaurus in front of me.
Alluded synonyms.
But yeah, we've a few live golf members, which is nice to see as well, because, you know, we haven't seen Paul Casey for a while, have we?
Tom McKibben.
Tom McKibben, yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of weeks off. International swing's done and dusted. This is the first event of the Asian swing.
Yeah.
I'll just do a quick preview of the Asian swing. Mm-hmm. A lot shorter than the international swing. There's only 5 events.
Yeah.
5 events which include the Masters. So it's kind of 2 Asian swing events, the Masters, and then 2 more Asian events. We've got the Porsche Singapore Classic this week is what we're previewing here, followed by the Hero Indian Open in New Delhi next week. A week off before everyone goes to the Masters if they're invited on the 10th of April. And then the week after, back in China for the final 2 events of the Asian swing, the Volvo China Open and then the Hainan Classic in Mission Hills Resort, Haiku.
Nice.
So yeah, nice short swing.
Like John Round.
The Asian swing. But again, the same applies as last time. So Laurie Cantor won the international swing, didn't he? Got his exemptions into later in the season and took €200,000. So same applies for whoever can get enough points in this swing as well.
Laurie Cantor won at a Cantor last time, didn't he?
He did.
He won it before the final tournament.
Yeah, he's down in the last furlong, isn't he?
Yeah.
Porsche Singapore Classic then?
Yeah.
Let's get into our fantasy teams.
Yeah. So it's a new swing, obviously, as Dan said. Back to square one. If you're watching this for the first time, jump in. The league is on our website, herewegolf.com.
.co.uk. Yeah.
And join in. You can fresh, starting from zero. Every swing is a new chance to win. The Laguna National Golf Resort Club in Singapore is quite a bit of a beast. And it's got really, really undulating greens apparently.
Right.
So I think you've got to be a decent putter for this tournament, and a decent ball striker as well. My team I've gone with Paul Casey as my captain. You only get 3 picks for Paul Casey because he's not a DP World Tour member anymore. So I thought, give him a go, and it frees up some of the other lads for the rest of the season. But I think he'll play well. I think he's won this before. He's a solid ball striker. And I don't think he would be playing if he wasn't really in it to win it. I've gone with Bob McIntyre. Obvious reasons, probably one of the best in the field, as we've just jinxed him again.
Well, he's making a big trip over, isn't he? So you'd like to think
there's a reason why he's doing it. I've also gone with Tom McKibben, which incidentally is my 3rd pick of Tom McKibben, but he's still got 5 picks, because he started on the DP World Tour.
Yeah.
So definitely going to utilise him when he's playing. I've gone with Gavin Green, and reason being is I think he's from Malaysia.
Yeah, he's Malaysian, yeah.
So it's going to be hard in Singapore. I think it's very humid over there. So if you've got someone who knows the sort of climate, then I think he's one of my... He's a quite lowly owned player as well. So he's just made in my team on that. And he's played well in this event last time. I've gone with Jordan Smith as well. I said I wasn't going to pick him again. But he went and played really well last time out. So I think if he comes back into form, then yeah, he's a solid player, isn't he, on the DP World Tour? I think he's one of the best. And Andy Sullivan, bit of an outside pick, but he's been quite consistent this season.
Oh, I can't pick him.
Why?
Because he turns up every now and again. Like, I don't think he's consistent enough, like to rely on him. Well, he's got his history there.
His stat, yeah. So this season he's tied for 27th, tied for 38th, tied for 37th, tied for 57 with one missed cut. Green regulation's good. And his average birdies is good. So yeah, I think he's not a bad pick.
Bit of a journeyman, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of him.
No.
Good luck.
Thanks. I was either going to go with him or Dan Brown, but Dan Brown pissed me off the other week, so I'm not going to go with Dan Brown. What are you saying?
Yeah, very very similar. I think like the favourites, if you like, the top players are going to be highly owned.
Yeah.
So I've gone safe really. I've actually got the 5 most owned players in the game. Like not really wanting to take too much of a risk this week. You say Bob McIntyre's coming over from the States. Class above these in terms of world rank. He's 18th in the world. Next is John Parry at 94. Like it's a huge gap. And then I've got Hao Tong Lee. So Bob McIntyre he's 82% owned as well. So it's one of them. If you don't captain him, he's going to cause you some damage if he plays well. And he's just had a good players as well.
Yeah.
Which is a similar challenge in the sense it's on Bermuda grass. You need to ball strike. You need to be able to put. So yeah, I've got, like everyone else, pretty much Bob McIntyre. He's going to be the captain. Hao Tong Lee, 49% owned. He's got that win in there, and he struggled the week after, but we say every week, don't we? Everyone seems to struggle on the DP World Tour the week after they won. But then he came back last time with a tie for 16. Tom McKibben, playing well on Live. He's settled in really well over there. They've just played in Singapore last week, Live, which is why he's staying on in Singapore to play in this one. It's my 3rd pick of him this season as well. But did say at the start of the season when we knew, or it was rumoured he was going to Live, we knew he wouldn't be showing up as much. So even though it's his 3rd pick, probably not going to get too many other options chances to get him in our team. So we'll make use of him while he's there. Dan Brown, 2nd pick for him. Redeemed himself after the first time I picked him and captained him. Mauritius still reeling from that. But he played better last time when I picked him. And then I've got Sam Bairstow as well.
Fucking hell. What? He's gone down. What an inventive pick this is for Dan this week.
The highly owned for a reason. Tie for 16, 32, 10, 11, 9. Like, you can't complain with that form. Like, Sam Bairstow, and it might be lazy, might be safe. And then the other one is Casey. Paul Casey. I can't believe he's only 10% owned. I'm guessing that people are searching, ordering it by like world ranking or average points. He's not going to come up on any of them.
No.
So he's only 10% owned. So played well on Live. He's just had a top 10 in Singapore last week. So that rounds out my team. So I'm trying to consolidate because I've slipped back in the season rankings recently. Down at 1474 now. After being as high as about 500 a few weeks ago. So yeah.
I'm still yo-yoing a bit, so I need to get consolidated. I probably won't be getting consolidated with picks like Gavin Green, but Galvin Green, Jason McAteer.
You
won't know that.
He won't be watching. No. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's much else to cover.
No.
That's the Asian swing in a nutshell, and that is our teams for the Fancy DP World Tour.
Show us your team in the comments. Let's see if you want to join as well. Please do. It'd be nice to have more faces in there. I think we're up to 25 in the league now, aren't we? So
yeah, we are. We'll stick the link in. Just with it being a new swing, you can join in. Fresh swing. Basically, play from scratch in terms of points. Everyone's on a level playing field there, and so we'll stick the link in to join in the description. And let us know in the comments who you're picking, and and what your thoughts are in strategy. Anything? Yeah. Happy with that?
Yeah. So see you next week.
We'll be back next week to review the how we get on there in the Singapore Classic, and we'll be obviously previewing next week's events in India as well.
Yeah.
The Hero Indian Open.
Yeah.
So I've been Dan.
I've been Jay.
We'll see you next time on the Fantasy DP World Tour podcast on Here We Golf.